Stuyvesant, and you're watching
StuyInterviews.
Hi, who am I here with today?
I'm Melody Wang. I'm a senior at
Awesome.
Stuyvesant.
Awesome. So, what's your role in Sing?
So right now I'm a crew member in Latin.
Awesome.
And in the past I've also been a director in Latin and
Cool.
also a member of Hip Hop and Flow.
Wow, so you have a lot of experience in crews.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, as for last year when you were a director, why did you decide to take on the director role?
Okay. Honestly, I really like Latin. I've been doing it since I was a very young age. And then after I quit around middle school, I thought it would be really fun to be able to get back into it in high school. So yeah, that is why I wanted to direct.
Amazing. That sounds really good. And then now for your experience, I know you've had a lot of them, but what are maybe some of your highlights throughout these years?
Well, I think definitely seeing the show come together at the end, like the accumulation of all the hard work that we've done, but also the group bonding time is definitely one of the highlights as well. Being able to hang out with friends and also make new ones is really fun.
That sounds really good. And I know a lot of people do want to join Sing eventually. What would you say to someone maybe who's like scared socially to join Sing?
Honestly, I think everyone there is also just as scared as you. It's really easy to reach out to someone and just be like, hey, what's your name? I'm Melody, etc., etc. And people are generally super nice and willing to talk to you.
Amazing. And I know that sometimes Sing can go into long hours, especially if you're a director. I'm sure it does. And how do you manage schoolwork and just like Sing work?
This was a bit tough for me when I was a director. I would say I spent a lot of my time doing homework during free periods instead of maybe socializing or talking to my friends. Because I knew I had to get it done or else I wouldn't have time later.
Yeah, that's such good advice. And out of everything you've done, there are probably more highlights than like bad things, but if there was a bad thing, what would you say it is?
Honestly, I think maybe coordination. Sometimes it's difficult to communicate with certain people. Maybe if they're not responding to your text or you have to like text them multiple times because you just need to get your point across. And also I think another pretty bad aspect is having to stay at school so late and getting home super late. Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And last question, and I know this year you're in senior Sing. What are your predictions for who's gonna win?
If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I have a lot of faith in us, but I'm just gonna say that I think we deserve to win after
Amazing.
getting last 3 years in a row.
Scary. Thank you so much for interviewing with me today.
Hey, you're
Okay.
I'm the captain in senior Sing.
Awesome. What's the role of the captain?
The role of the captain is exactly what it sounds like. I direct my scallywag crew, I'm cringing, through all of our perilous journeys. And I sing occasionally, and I do a jig or two. I have a dead parrot.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that for you. So I know it's a pretty big role to take on, so why did you decide to take on the role as captain?
I really like productions and theater. I really like SDC usually, and Sing is pretty similar, but it's even bigger than that. It's a bigger job to take on. There's more people involved, there's a lot more stuff to do, and I really enjoy being in the theater and working with a lot of people and putting together a show of this size.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So clearly you like your experience at Sing. What would you say is like a major highlight of kind of just your experience?
Well, I mean, I'm a really big music person, so I really love putting together, like, it's basically a jukebox musical. That's my favorite part of it. It's being able to sing songs from so many different shows and having so many highlights. This is released after Sing, right? Yeah, so, like, we were able to bring together songs from Mean Girls and Beetlejuice and Phantom of the Opera, all of my favorite musicals, actually.
Amazing.
And, that's cool.
That is very cool. And then what would you say to someone who is considering joining Sing, like potentially next year, but isn't sure?
I think that it deserves a try at least once. I definitely understand how something, it's really high commitment. I definitely understand how something that high commitment is not really your goal. But I do think it's something you should participate in before you graduate at least once. And if you're not really into cast, then do a smaller crew. Do props. Props is awesome. Art is awesome. Being in a dance crew is awesome if you like SOS. It's just cool to be part of a production of that size.
Amazing. And you mentioned how it can be a lot of commitment sometimes, and it definitely can. What would you say, or how are you managing kind of the workload of Sing and your own like personal workload for school and everything?
I pretty okay right now actually. I feel
Amazing.
like Currently, my main thing is finishing my work before I go home. So if I have downtime during rehearsal or if I have free periods, I'm just gonna get all my work done then. Teachers are really good about not assigning tests during sing season. If that were the case, then I would be getting no sleep. And I don't really know that that is manageable. So it's really nice that teachers work with you on that.
Yeah, amazing. And one last question, kind of like as you are a big part of like senior sing, do you think we have a shot at winning?
Yes.
Amazing. Fingers crossed. We'll find out after this is posted. Hi, who am I here with today?
Hi, you're here with Elma Lamani. I'm a senior.
Awesome, nice to meet you. So today we're going to be interviewing you about Sing. So I know you're in more than one crew. Can you let us know what crews you're in?
Yeah, so I'm in Bali and I'm also in Modern. And to summarize, Bali is like pretty much like Indian and like Bengal, like basically just South Asian dance styles. And then Modern is like basically it takes like aspects of ballet, jazz, but it's mainly ballet based, and yeah, the choreo is based on ballet.
Yeah, that sounds good. So why did you decide to join more than one role or more than one crew?
So being that I am a senior, I want to make the most out of my time at Stuyvesant, and like previously I have like joined like more than one crew in like other Stuyvesant like dances such as like SOS, which is the Outlet Showcase. So I decided to like try like something I'm familiar with and also modern because like it's my last year. So
Yeah, that totally makes sense. So from within like your experience in general, what has been the highlight?
the highlights have definitely been like meeting the people there. Like for example, for modern, half of the people there I did not even know they were in my grade, because for seeing the people in your like who are in your grade.
Yeah.
And then also like I guess a highlight, yeah, pretty much meeting new people. And this is not a highlight since I don't know yet, but I'm looking forward to the costumes. Well, I don't know the designs, but
Yeah.
they're not finished.
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of people want to join Sing, but may say or might not be sure because of like social reasons or just any reason. What kind of advice would you give to someone like that?
I would tell someone that sing is a really good decision, especially if you want to like just do something fun, de-stress. I mean, we don't really have, I guess we do kind of have a lot of exams around this time, but it's a good thing to de-stress, and it's really not that time consuming until towards the end. Like it's the final week, so of course we're gonna rehearse every day, but before that it's a good chance to meet new people, like, and there's just so many different roles. You don't even have to be a dancer like me. There's lights and sound, cast, like there's everything. So.
Yeah, definitely. And this question's really good for you, especially because you're in two different crews. How do you kind of manage the stress of having all that and your schoolwork on top? Because it can be a lot.
Okay, so I manage my stress mainly through scheduling, but also through, yeah, pretty much through scheduling. Like before the week starts, I try to map out like my time. Like for example, like what days I'm going to Bali, what days I'm going to Modern. Some days like I'll have a rest day, so I feel like that's pretty much what keeps me on track. And just reaching out ahead of time if I have to leave early or anything like that, so it doesn't worry me later.
That's very smart. Thank you for that advice. And lastly, do you think the senior Sing has a good shot of winning?
We don't have a good shot of winning. We already won.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, fingers crossed. This will be posted after Sing is finished, so we
Now?
Yeah.
My name is Simon, and I direct Lights and Sound, and I also am the outreach producer, which means I do like posts and stuff.
Why did you decide to take on your role?
Because singing is really fun, and we get kind of like a whole like group bonding experience. Also, we're gonna win, so it's gonna be great.
Why should someone join Sing?
I mean, I think singing is like a really unique experience where you get to, I don't know, you kind of just do things that are kind of fun with everyone you know. And I mean, there's no downsides, well, time and stress, but it's worth it because the final performance is great.
That's sort of related to the next question. How do you manage your time between, you know, like all your sing work and like your academic work?
I don't. I do not look at my Jupiter right now.
All right, fair enough. What's the worst part of Sing?
The stress and the time. Like we've had a lot of changes in the script recently, and yeah, it's been a lot. So.
Yeah, and you said it earlier, you think we're gonna win, but why do you think we're gonna win?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. Mainly that our singing is the best, but more importantly, because the judges are biased. and they're going to give us the victory.